Thank you so much, Professor Stein, and all protocols observed. So, in a piece written for an Africanist Perspective platform, Opalo makes the case for investing in context-specific policy research and implementation strategies. And in doing so, he argues that policy research should pay close attention to context, and that policy researchers should understand that the fundamental challenge facing low-income countries engaged in catch-up development is rarely what to do, but rather how to do. And I think that within the AI policy space for the continent of Africa, we do know what to do. And what to do is to focus on our contexts and our realities and use them to inform how to do AI policy research and how to devise policy implementation strategies. As a policy researcher, as an academic researcher, and I believe that I can be both, but as someone working in this space, I believe that our how to do is through dialogue. And not just any kind of dialogue, the triple helix kind, the transdisciplinary kind of dialogue, where researchers are not talking to just themselves, even if it's across disciplines, but we are talking to researchers, to government, to industry, with society, and forging solutions around that. And so knowing how to do that, and I think that the triple helix kind of dialogue, quadruple kind of dialogue, quintuple kind of dialogue, all happens within the space where we have the kind of people that we have today in this room. So we are representative of that kind of dialogue that we need to have in the AI policy space. And also, in terms of recognizing that even though within the African continent, there are comparable and similar experiences, the engagement with those experiences, the impact of those similar experiences differ across board. So you don't find, so certain things that you find in South Africa as a country on the African continent might not be the same kind of impact that is felt in Kenya, in Nigeria, in Ghana, wherever in Africa that kind of experience is happening. And so we must be nuanced. We must be contextual in our approach to dealing with these things. And so my research group, the Data Science Law Lab at the #1 law faculty in Africa, the University of Victoria, and that of my colleague, and that of my colleague, Prof. Nkosi Maribate, that heads the Data Science for Social Impact Research Group at the Faculty of Engineering, Built Environments, and IT. We have the support of Meta, and we're championing AI policy dialogues of the triple helix kind. And we're working on different themes. So responsible AI to specific issues around sustainability. Kojo, you mentioned sustainable development goals. Those are some of the themes that we are exploring. Data privacy for specific sectors like public health, for specific stakeholders like children and young people. Intellectual property rights, openness, open source, open business models, things that happen around the AI space. And we intend to promote a triple helix dialogue on all these issues. And we've had retreats, we've had conversations with data scientists, data practitioners, various people interacting with people that are working specifically on African languages. And we would have more conversations. So we would host policy hackathons where we are interacting more with our postgraduate students in collaboration with Meta, with other industry stakeholders, thinking about solutions and hacking those solutions to the issues that we have here in South Africa, but also the broader African continent. And so today's dialogue is on the current realities and future possibilities for responsible AI development and deployment in South Africa, and then across the African continent. And I'm excited that we are all here and that we will get to hear from government, from industry, from researchers, and from society, because we will hear from everyone. And we would be talking about how do we define responsibility when it comes to AI? What do we consider important? Which aspects are we prioritizing? How should we define responsibility? on the African continent, in South Africa specifically, given our history, given our past, given our experiences. What should we be prioritizing? Transparency, accountability, fairness, explainability. What do those things mean? What should those things mean in specific contexts, in specific situations? And so I join my welcome to those from Professor Maharaj and Kojo, and I'm inviting us all to talk. Thank you.